Hi, my name is Ellison. I'm a student at Lynn University. I was fortunate to take an internship with Performance Theory, which is a fitness company. My responsibilities as an intern were to assist the owner in training activities, to understand the human movement, and to learn marketing strategies. Now, stay tuned for an interview with the owner of Performance Theory. Here I am with Paul Christopher, the owner of Performance Theory, and now we're going to do a brief interview. So Paul, I'd like you to introduce yourself and give a brief profile of your exercise fitness background.
Sounds good. My name is Paul Christopher, and I've been in the health and wellness industry since the year 2000, where I graduated that year from UCF with a degree in athletic training and sports medicine. From there, I worked as an exercise rehabilitation specialist within physical therapy clinics, and then I had the fortunate opportunity to work with a professional athlete traveling around Europe and the United States doing their injury care as well as their strength work. From there, I started working within a high-end athletic club in Boca Raton doing simple personal training, and about 3 years ago I began Performance Theory, which is a small business within the health and wellness industry doing group personal training, sports performance, and also one-on-one training.
Okay, awesome. What are your laws and principles behind exercise fitness?
I have very simple laws and principles. I do what's called functional training, and behind that we stick to certain principles, scientific principles, and then we create artistry beyond that. I'm a firm believer that we have to master our own body weight against gravity. I am a firm believer that we train movements, not just muscles, whereas a movement is a multiple group of muscles working together to perform one function. So I try to do a lot of alternative training with stability balls, bands, and your own body weight.
Awesome, awesome. Next question. Paul, when finding your clients, what were your marketing strategies?
Well, I had, like I said before, had the opportunity to work in a high-end athletic club here in Boca Raton, where I was exposed to a few thousand members. When I decided to leave that facility, a lot of my clientele came with me because they firmly believed in my product. As far as continuing marketing, I firmly believe that if you do well by your current clientele, that they'll bring more clients to you. And those kind of people are called mavens. So by giving great customer service and getting results through my services, I've been fortunate enough to not really have to market strong elsewhere, but simply stick to my clientele. Now, should I need to find a way to bring in more clientele, then I'll advertise locally within the community, whether it's with the Chamber of Commerce or through flyers and pamphlets throughout stores within the area.
Nice. Last question, Paul. I know you've been working on a book called Gravity and Oxygen. Can you give me a brief synopsis of what is your theory behind the book?
Well, the book is only a small part of my new branding concept that I'll be coming out with in 2010. Gravity has to deal with the resistance aspect of exercise. We have to master our own body weight against gravity. Now, oxygen is the one ingredient that your body needs that it doesn't already have to be able to burn fat calories. So the muscles simply use oxygen to burn fat, such as a log will use oxygen to burn, or fire will use oxygen to burn wood. So the simple premise behind exercise is gravity and oxygen. So you have resistance and you have cardiovascular. And that's the simple idea behind gravity and oxygen in my branding concept.
And there you have it. Performance Theory with Paul Christopher. So here I am at IHP Fit with my manager / fitness professional, Paul Christopher.
We are fitness professionals, that's correct.
And he is the owner of Performance Theory. What his clients Petra and Richie are doing now are called monster walks with an elastic band. It's a core warm-up just to get the body flowing and just a start for the hour workout. So here's a little clip of what goes on here at IHP Fit.
Small step back. Don't drag it.
This is what I hope to be doing in the future. The internship has been great.
I'll talk as you're panning through with the exercises. What we're doing is we're performing an interval exercise. I've given my clients a choice of 3 exercises. Whenever I shout the word interval, they have to perform one of those 3 exercises in between our other routine. Okay? We have 10 seconds left in this interval. We have people doing squats with rotation. They can do a push-up. They can do an abdominal V-up. And they can stop right there. Very good. Excellent. Pat,
7 of these 25 push-ups.
So, in the 7 o'clock group, after the 6 o'clock group is done, Paul usually trains more advanced athletes. Here are 2 semi-pro volleyball players. Right now they're performing an exercise called the dumbbell deadlift. This is a great exercise that works the body from head to toe. But the main region targeted is the lower back and quads.
10 seconds.
This is an exercise used for strength and power.
3, 2, 1. Step away from your dumbbells. Good. You have an inch band now, a lot different.
They're supersetting it with an exercise called squat and press with a super band. The super band creates resistance to make the exercise harder.
Harness more power. Okay? Power is speed plus strength. Okay. Hands up to the shoulders, please. While you're down now, let's go. Hands to the shoulders. Just a little hip push and drive. Good. Nothing deeper than you would squat when you're on jump block. Go. Thrust it. Come on. Feet shoulder apart. Like you're tall, like feet wide stance. Good. As you bring your band down, you should be already going back into your next
This is
squat.
power plus speed plus strength all in one exercise.
10 seconds. Come on.
So Paul, what do you think about these exercises right here?
3, 2, 1. Relax. What I think is the whole idea is simple. I mimic the movements in the sport. They play volleyball, so I mimic volleyball movements. All we do is jump. So I give them a lot of exercises that will integrate the muscles that we use for jumping. I also try to mimic or dictate the pace of the sport. Volleyball is very stop-start, so I also give them the pace of their exercises in the same manner.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And there you have it, the work of a master. Here we have Lee, one of the clients of Paul's, and that works in performance theory. So go ahead, Lee. Tell us some things about Paul's workouts and how they transform your body.
Been working out with Paul for about, I'd say about 9 months. Used to work out on my own quite a bit, and found out that I just kind of hit a point where I had plateaued, was working the same body parts. And since I've started working out with Paul, I'm working a lot of different body parts that I never had worked before. And also doing a lot of different exercises, changing it up. So my endurance is definitely a lot better. I feel like not only in my workouts am I getting a lot more out of it and have a lot more endurance, but I'm also finding that I've been able to, I play a lot of other sports. I play a lot of tennis, I swim, I do a lot of biking. And I think working out with Paul, especially when we work our legs and our core so much, has really helped me in those other areas as well. So I've gotten great results, and thank you, Paul.
All right, well, thank you very much, Lee. Here we have Lance, another one of Paul's clients, performance theory, and this is what the clients look like after they're done right after a workout. So, Lance, tell us a little something about performance theory and why you like it.
Well, I was doing boot camp at another place. I kind of felt like I hit my limit there and it wasn't challenging me. And a friend of mine at the club mentioned Paul's training and come over here, and I did, and he basically kicks my butt every single workout. Much harder than the previous boot camp. And I have my cardio watch set at my specific parameters, and if I beat 500 calories, I get an intense workout, and today was 536. So he pretty much kicks my butt every single time. He works on balance, strength, endurance, cardiovascular, everything you can name he'll do in one workout. So
Awesome.
I recommend it.
Sweet, and there you have it.
Hello, now you're back with Evan Ellison, a student here at Lynn University, and during the video you got to take a tour at IHP Fit, where I work and where I do my internship with Paul at. You saw an interview about Paul's background, about how he runs performance theory and how he runs his workouts. You got to see his clients working out with him and how he interacts with them. He taught you what he does for the marketing side of performance theory. And lastly, you had a bunch of you got to see a bunch of testimonials from his own clients. I want to thank you again for giving me the opportunity to take an internship. I enjoyed it a lot, and it will help me in my future. Thank you very much. This is Evan Ellison.